So I haven't posted a normal video in quite some time. So I'm getting back into it, but it felt insincere to just kind of hop back into it without addressing everything. Black Lives Matter. They've always mattered. They've always mattered to me. And we currently live in a country and a world that doesn't hold Black lives to the same value as white lives. I feel like I've always been pretty open about my political views. I fucking hate Trump. I think he's the worst. Prior to this, I felt like I'd made that pretty clear, but the first thing I posted on Instagram talking about Black Lives Matter, I had one of my followers who is Black message me and say, I always thought that you thought Black Lives mattered, but now I know for sure. And that was such a wake-up call for me that I was like, oh my gosh, it's not abundantly clear. And of course it's not abundantly clear because I don't talk about it as much as I should for as huge of an issue that it is. My whole goal is I want all of my current Black followers and I want all of my future Black followers to know without a doubt, right off the bat, so easy, you don't have to dig, you don't have to research, you don't have to do an internet deep dive, that I am a safe place. I stand with you. I am here for you. While I have so much white privilege and I have benefited from white supremacy and all of that sort of stuff, I am ready to be a part of dismantling that. I watched a video from Nina from NightlyPop, and I'll link it down below, and she talked about how racists are loud. Racists are so loud. So if you do not side with that, if you do not believe that, you have to be equally, if not more loud to drown out all of that. And that really struck a chord with me, that any behind the scenes work and stuff that I have done in my professional life that's anti-racist is not, that's one sector, but that's not enough. It needs to be something that I am loudly doing. And I think we have this notion where it's like donating to charity and all of that stuff, you shouldn't talk about it because it's like bragging and it seems disingenuous. But for the fight against white supremacy and for the fight for Black Lives Matter, we do have to be loud about it. And we have to be loudly learning, and that's what I'm learning. There are definitely some influencers or even like viewers, followers who believe, oh no, this isn't your lane, you're not political, stay in your lane, whatever. The same thing when like people get upset for celebrities talking about their political affiliations. First of all, it is my business because I'm a voter. It's everybody's business because they're a voter. I don't know, it's really fucking irked me when influencers feel so comfortable selling you shit and influencing you, and then for this kind of stuff, I'm like, what? You're just gonna stay totally silent? You're not gonna say anything because you're afraid. You're afraid what? You're afraid that you have racist fans and you want to keep those racist fans. And I understand how it can feel like scary that you're not educated on it, but also like, are you educated on all of the shit you talk about on your socials? No. And I think that's what pisses me off the most about influencers. It's like this, and I say this as someone who like is in the creator space. Like we do our skincare routines, we do our hair routines and all of this stuff, and more likely than not, for like lifestyle people, nobody has a degree in that. We're all self-taught, self-learning. Oh, look at this cool new like DIY that I learned. Look at this cool new whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's all of this like self-taught kind of stuff, and it's a self-starter career. And it feels like to me that self-starter mentality only exists when you can make a profit. And an argument that people say all the time is, oh, well, you don't know what they're doing behind closed doors and all of that stuff, which I think completely applies to people who don't make a living off of their social media. But this is our job. And a follower messaged me when I was talking about this and made a really great point, which is part of the work of being anti-racist is correcting your friends, your family, and correcting people in the workplace. But then also standing up for how you can be anti-racist in the workplace and how you can diversify and all of that stuff at your job. And this is our job. But if influencers and creators try to excuse themselves with, oh, I don't want to like mix work with that, they haven't even like read a fucking anti-racist infographic on Instagram then. From this point moving forward, I'm constantly going to have links in the description of my videos with petitions to sign, resource documents, but I will also urge you guys to just Google. I'm going to do as much as I can for, you know, petitions and things and donation links and that sort of stuff, but for educating yourself, the biggest step is initiative and taking that on initiative, and that is what you need to do and what we all need to do is not ask people how can I help or ask people what does this mean or why is this or how did this happen and all of that stuff. It's just Google. The same way that we stalk, we like deep dive stalk like the guys that our friends date, the girls our friends date, the non-binary people our friends date. That's what we need to do for educating ourselves about all of this. So I had posted on my Instagram asking like what kind of content I should come back with, and predominantly like all of my non-Black followers were like, I would love if you could just like address it and talk about it. And then almost the entirety of my Black followers were like, I would just love a nice distraction or something to cheer me up. So the rest of this video is just gonna be clips from vlogs that I didn't upload, and it's literally just me and Mom sitting at the kitchen table being stupid. So if you enjoy that, enjoy it. I'll see you guys soon. Actually, I swear. I found another movie to add to the Meghan list. Brandy Cinderella. It's made for TV Cinderella, starring Brandy. Whitney Houston is the fairy godmother. Whoopi Goldberg is the prince's mom. And what's his name? Oh God, uh-oh. You're gonna be so mad that I don't know what this dude's name is. Jason Alexander.
George?
From Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. I had it on VHS as a kid from just taping it on TV. What's Brandy doing? He's been doing that where I will be out here working on my computer and music will start to play and I'll open the door and just serenade me. This morning, Watts pushed me out of bed.
I just want to set the record straight. You can't believe everything you watch, obviously. Meghan wants to talk. She wants to like get this situation on her chest where she fell out of the bed purely by accident, but she took it super seriously.
Why are you being mean to me? Tell them the truth. I brought him coffee in bed and then he pushed me out of bed.
Objection, misleading.
Okay, fine. You didn't push me out of bed. You rolled over and therefore all of the blankets like shoved me out. And then when I fell on the floor, he laughed. I'm not actually mad. I just want attention and you're not giving it to me. Why are you like this? Like you're not a morning person. It's like you're a child in the morning.
You mean that I maintain this whimsical outlook on the world when you wake up in the morning? That
no, you just like, it's like you wake up and you're like, annoying senses start tingling and you're like, where is she? I'm gonna be annoying. No, I just want attention.
I've been thinking like our household needs to be a little bit more Victorian.
I'm gonna throw a hard pass on that. I'm not wearing a corset, but I wanna swear. And I don't wanna throw like doff before it. You know what they didn't do in the Victorian century? A lot of kinky shit, so have fun with that. We can have sex through a bed sheet.
That's all I've ever known.
But you said we could straighten it.
Yeah, sometime eventually, maybe.
Don't be a tease.
My fellow Americans, my fellow bunheads, my fellow citizens of Bronco country, my fellow golf enthusiasts now, my fellow believers. Oh, no, I'm back. I'm back. Don't let this one put a pin on what we're experiencing right now.
I need to frame out the office, which you said you were gonna clean this weekend. Woohoo! I think the oven's too hot. I can hear the pan warping. What's it at? What was it at?
375.
You set it at 375? So what do you think it was really at, considering the oven runs minimum 100 degrees hotter? So we're thinking around 500 degrees.
500. Venmo anybody $50.
No, Venmo me $50.
They get that 500
No,
degrees reference.
I want $50.
I just bought groceries.
You did buy groceries. I love you.
You can't make yolks without breaking a few eggs, man.
So today I did Sophia Bush's podcast, which if you've been following me for a while, you might know that my little blue bug convertible that I used to have was named Brooke Davis because Brooke Davis had that car. And I did tell her that and I did fangirl, but I asked my publicist if it was okay beforehand. And she was so cool and so nice and I really loved the podcast, so I will let you guys know when it's up. Why are you like this?
Whoa, that was weird.
Okay, yeah, but still address the fact that it's smoky and too hot in here because you set it for 500 degrees.
500 degrees. Hot boys.
Everyone talks about how like couples are like fighting during quarantine and we're not fighting at all. So it feels like intentionally you're like, well, it's not happening naturally. It's like, let me go out of my way.
Are you trying to hug Otis?
Yeah. I thought it had a different name.
No.
Ashley was right?
Ashley was right.
Okay, well, I was thinking about working out, which would be the first time since I had my period. I still have it, so don't get too excited. Do you know you can have sex with some certain menstrual cups in? Isn't that crazy? I don't have one of those.
I have no idea what that is.
I can't use one. It gives me too bad of cramps.
Menstrual cup.
Are more than good.
They're red.
Ew, stop.
Menstrual cups.
Can we not?
No.
I get lightheaded even just like fucking wiping my vagina when I have my period. No. This is the chair I had a seizure in. This is triggering. I need you to stop.
They're preventative.
That's funny. This is the chair I had a seizure in, everybody, in case you cared. I'll link that video down below if I remember. So the fan's not on over the oven? Huh? It's too lazy to get a bowl.
Get down on it.
What?
It's just a funny image. And the minute I turn around, do you have like the perfect facial expression?
It's too lazy.
Too lazy.
Lazy.
Are you recording right now?
No.
Oh, you is? Yeah.
Were you singing Get Down on It?
Yeah.
Just a second?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have short-term memory loss? I was like, why is that song stuck in my head? Am I Dory? Have you ever seen Finding Nemo?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I love Finding Nemo. It's so sad though. I saw a TikTok where they said Sully Sullivan from Monsters Inc. They were like, no way, tell me that dude does not have a mess, has a big packing schmeat.
You have shown me that TikTok.
So I am Dory.
Multiple times.
Is there one you don't like?
I mean, other than the obvious fascist overtones of Monsters Inc., like...